Phar Kim Beng joins us now from Kuala Lumpur. He's the founder, CEO of Strategic Pan Indo-Pacific Arena. Good to have you with us. So some commentators are saying that Nancy Pelosi's visit has undone any progress that's been made between the US and China over the past few years. Do you agree it's that serious?
Well, I would agree that it is extremely serious, but I would not go to the extent of saying that the relationship between the United States and China would be completely undone by this visit alone. Because for what it's worth, Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, should not be making this trip to Republic of China, which is Taiwan. But then what has already happened has already occurred. But this is extremely provocative, and the whole region in Asia or Indo-Pacific are extremely unhappy with this trip, for what it's worth.
And China is already taking action. It's promised retaliation. It's announced military drills, which it admits could violate Taiwanese waters. Taiwan's army has put itself on high alert. And given what happened with Hong Kong, do you think there's a chance that we could see China try to now reclaim Taiwan?
Well, I won't go to the extent of saying that war is definitely imminent, that a reclamation of Taiwan will occur as we speak, tomorrow or the day after, or even a week after. But what the United States has been doing, whether it's coming from the House, from the Democratic Party, or from the Republican Party, none of those actions are very helpful at all. And the fact that President Biden hasn't actually spoken out very firmly against this visit, despite having spoken to President Xi Jinping almost a week ago, this is extremely unhelpful, escalatory to the largest extent.
Well, to put it into context, this visit was not officially sanctioned by US President Joe Biden. He distanced himself from this trip. This trip was undertaken by Nancy Pelosi of her own accord. So why then is it being seen as such a big provocation by China? Because Nancy Pelosi made the point that she didn't believe it violated the One China policy. So why is it being seen as such a big provocation?
Well, the thing about the United States is that whenever they conduct any kind of diplomacy, they always have this self-righteous attitude that they are always in the right. And they don't take the feelings and the perceptions of the Chinese in Beijing or even neighbors around the region in the larger context. And in that sense, the United States will never say that it is wrong or politically incorrect in any way and form.
At the moment, though, it seems that it's the people of Taiwan who are paying the price for Nancy Pelosi's visit. There has been a number of economic measures which Beijing has imposed on Taiwan. It's imposed restrictions on some of its imports. It's cancelled some sand exports. Do you think that's right? And do you think that could continue and perhaps escalate?
Well, from what I'm reading from the headlines in Hong Kong, South China Morning Post, Wall Street Journal, so on and so forth, it seems that the United States has actually crossed the red line, whether this trip is sanctioned or not. So China feels that it has been violated.
Yes, but what I'm asking is, why is China imposing restrictions on Taiwanese imports? Why is it taking punitive measures against Taiwan finances?
Well, if I may take everyone back to the first trip by President Nixon to China, and prior to that, Secretary of State Henry Kissinger actually met with Premier Zhou Enlai, and the very first thing that came up in the speech of Prime Minister Zhou Enlai was Taiwan. How is the United States going to treat the issue of Taiwan? So that has always been foremost in the minds of the Chinese. So if Beijing is taking any strong actions against the United States right now, that is because the Chinese has always been very, very consistent with regards to the Taiwanese issue. The red line should never, ever be crossed.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Phar Kim Beng there.